Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. Miscreants pelted stones at residence of Magdalene S. Maulong, Umshning MDC from NPP. Returning officer for Shillong Parliamentary Constituency to convene meeting with political parties on MCC violations. Investigation underway and the law will take its own course, says Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. NPP leaders lead MP election campaign at Yaomusyang and La Waejer in Jaintia Hills. And leaders of the Voice of People's Party holds public meeting at Maupat. And now the news in detail. In a disturbing incident, unidentified assailants hurled stones at the residence of Magdalene S. Maulong Umshning MDC from the National People's Party NPP's residence. The attack took place at Maulane Maukhan, Sokandur village, Ribhoi district. Reports indicate that around 6:30 p.m. yesterday, some miscreants pelted stones at the residence of NPP MDC Magdalene S. Maulong. Maulong and party workers were present inside the residence at the time and managed to escape unharmed. Following the incident, a police complaint was promptly filed and personnel from Umyam police station swiftly responded to the scene for initial inquiries and investigations are ongoing. The East Khasi Hills Deputy Commissioner and Returning Officer for the Shillong Parliamentary seat, S.C. Sadhu, has issued a general notice in writing to all the political parties on the fresh set of SOPs that parties and candidates should strictly follow. Talking to media, he informed that a meeting will be convened with the representatives of all the political parties and candidates tomorrow to ensure that a week before polls, model code of conduct are to be followed strictly and not to create any disturbance.
A moment back, we issued a general notice in writing to the all political parties about the first set of our SOP that parties and candidates should strictly follow, and we are again convening meeting with all political parties on 12th to ensure that just before 1 week before the poll, we will have a meeting with all political parties and the candidates and their representatives to remind them and to again appeal to all of them to strictly follow the MCC militant spirit and also not to disturb each other's campaigns and their political rallies, election campaigns.
Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, while condemning the incident where one daily wager was killed by miscreants in broad daylight at Maulai Mauro yesterday, he said that the police are on the job of investigating on it. Whoever is responsible, the law will take its own course.
मैं यही बताना चाहता हूँ सबको कि जो भी इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है उसको ज़रूर हम लॉ के बेसिस पर उनको पकड़ेंगे और जो भी एज पर लॉ होना चाहिए वो होगा और लॉ सभी के लिए बराबर है, तो इसलिए इस पे कोई डाउट नहीं है कि हमारी तरफ से हम सीरियसली इस इशू को लेकर जो लोग रिस्पॉन्सिबल हैं उन लोग को हम पकड़ेंगे.
Deputy Chief Minister Skeobha Langdhar, who is also the National General Secretary of NPP today, led an election campaign for their MP candidate Dr. Ampareen Lingdo at Yaomusyang Market in Jawai. Subsequently, another public election campaign was held at Ladwa Yejer. The campaign was attended by the Deputy Chief Minister and NPP State President Preston Tinsong. In his address, Tinsong emphasized that their party is the only one willing to address border issues issues proactively, even before the election, unlike other parties that prioritize votes over important issues. Both public campaigns were well attended by supporters, including NPP party workers, to promote the party's vision and gather support for their candidate.
Kita don usaha, bilang ke UPP, ke SFPTP, bilang ke Kongres, bilang ke BJP, bilang ke NPP, kira-kira di parti. Kadang ke political party kita compare, apabila kedua yang kita bermain. Kadang ke political party kebayaran iba arden bahasa umum. Apabila gambar selection kalian majalah. Itu sekarang itu dalam agenda. Agenda kebetulan hak-hak yang diperlukan orang. Dekatan mami ubah hak.
Leaders of the Voice of a People's Party held a public meeting yesterday at Maupat, appealing the people of these areas to vote for them. In his address, Dr. Ricky Sinkon said in 2020 he took the decision to join politics. Many said politics is dirty, but for us, politics is divine. VP President Arden Miller Basaimoit, while addressing the meeting, said, in this last 2 years, the people have learnt a lot about politics, and in the last few years, they elected representatives through their feeling and love.
Panlong ka jingkerku nagamenta panlong ka jingmentoy nagamenta ban sandur ya kari ka jaj penriu ban shem ya ka jingkit kle ngai ka don ka jingma bat ten ta ka daw ta ka sem jong ka ta ka jingkit kle ban ka jing soto hangai ka ta ka politics ka ban long shimenta jong ka jing em ka jongi kam ka politics ka ba shuan chisin sansnam ni ka politics ka ba de ban don haka ya kata ka jingkan kle kata ka jing sandur bandon haka ka jing i jingai pade kata ka bang i ka don ka jing tuna hakani ka state jongi bat na shmi ka karai nomor pangan yo ban no senyang ngalong syakri inag bata gi khna ngalong syakri jong trai bat ngan ye long ya kata bat kumta na shim sing ni ka sin jam ban long ru tau syakri jong pai pa.
The District Election Officer, East Khasi Hills District, yesterday organized the Systematic Voter Education and Electoral Participation Program at the National Institute of Technology NIT Meghalaya. Eddie Ripnar, a member of the Meghalaya Model United Nations, shared about the apps that the Election Commission of India had recently launched. The Know Your Candidate KYC app that helps people to gather information about any candidate in their constituency. He also said that through the C-Vigil app, one can report to the Chief Electoral Officer and they will immediately take action from the information gathered through the app, and the person's name will be kept anonymous.
And one app is the Vigil app. So we have heard like there are things going on like frauds, like distribution of money during elections. I think we all have heard about that. So what the government have done, what the Election Commission have come up is an app that you can report directly to the office of the Chief Electoral Officer, and they will take immediate action.
After the month-long fasting during Ramadan, a Muslim community in Shillong today observed Eid-ul-Fitr along with the rest of the world. Eid-ul-Fitr namaz or prayers were held in different mosques and idgars across the city, including the Medina Mosque. Large number of Muslim faithfuls thronged the mosque and idgars to offer prayers. The president of a Shillong Muslim Union, Saidullah Nongrum, extended his greetings to the people, saying Eid is a festival of peace and unity. Meghalaya's octogenarian folk musician Gloucester Nongbet on Tuesday received the Sangeet Natak Academy Amrit Award in Guwahati. Nongbet is one among the 84 artists from the field of performing arts of India who received the one-time Sangeet Natak Academy Amrit Award. He had immensely contributed to folk music and is also a Grade A artist of Doordarshan and Akashvani. The Sangeet Natak Academy Amrit Award has been specially curated to honour artists who are aged 75 years and above and have not yet received any national recognition for their remarkable achievements in the realm of performing arts. Party-like scenarios, cheerful faces, display of different party flags as the melodious tunes of traditional instruments resonate across the state are but a few common sightings during elections in Meghalaya. Electioneering in Meghalaya has taken a musical upswing, with political parties doing everything possible to connect with the voters. Here is a detailed report.
Indeed, it is a festival of democracy. Not only political parties, but the efforts to ensure no voter is left behind have been undertaken by the election department. Music and culture embody the spirit of Meghalaya, often considered as one of the musical hubs of India. Making sure that music is a part of the process, the election department will soon have a song ready.
Meghalaya is very well known for its variety and rhythmic folk music, as well as the choir music, rock and other modern music perspectives also. So, and it has very good receptance among the youth and all sections of the society.
With a large number of electorates being the youth, a musical extravaganza always takes the center stage at any political event. With music acting as a binding factor, the election department is hoping that this will help the electorate to move towards the polling booths and exercise their franchise.
So during our sweep campaign, we are trying to connect more and more people through the music and the sports. So in the all languages like Garo, Khasi, the Jaintia dialect, as well as with Hindi, English, some remix music to carry forward our messages, to appeal the people, to mobilize them, they should come forward to cast their vote.
This election season, music is in the air as it has become a part of every political event, from western to folk songs, musical note, runoff, every poll-related program in which candidates and political leaders are making an attempt to woo voters. Bureau Report, DD News, Shillong.
And now here is the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 25.6 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 13.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 34%, while in the evening it stood at 46%. The forecast, light to moderate rain is likely to occur at isolated places. And before we conclude, a look at the headlines once again. Miscreants pelted stones at the residence of Magdalene S. Maulong Umshning MDC from NPP. Returning officer for Shillong Parliamentary Constituency to convene meetings with political parties on MCC violations. Investigation underway and the law will take its own course, says Chief Minister Conrad Sangma. NPP leaders lead MP election campaign at Yaumusiang and Lad Wayejer in Jaintia Hills. And leaders of the Voice of People's Party holds public meeting at Maupat. And that's all we had for you in today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's wishing you good night.